I'm walking alone, streets empty. The only thing I can see is my home silhouette. I'm getting strong, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Thailand. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. Heroes tonight, we will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. What's up? What's up? Welcome back to Building for Generations, guys. Man, it is 2022, guys. Who feels that? Who's in the room today that feels that it is 2022? It's time to live our lives and make our lives extraordinary. Today is January the 2nd. I was about to say the 1st, but today is January the 2nd, 2022. Time is flying by. What are you doing to make your dreams reality today? Enough time of being too cautious. Being too cautious is the greatest risk of all. Make your dreams reality now. Time, guys. Time is the number one currency in the world. Use it now. Without commitment, you will never start. More importantly, without consistency, you will never finish. Do more in this life. I'm here for you. Welcome back to Building for Generations, where we are here and present and alive on our journey to 3,000 strong, limitless business leaders, limitless badasses, if you will. If you're Tenacious badass, you're in line with us. You are in the right place. Who will remain? These badasses will remain unstoppable in building wealth for themselves and their families. So today, our focus today is managing your business 101. So we are going to continue. Let me go ahead and switch over. We're going to go ahead and continue our annual Limitless Week. And we have some things scheduled for you guys for the actual entire week. So you guys can just tune in to where we just have a knack for giving without expectations. This is our annual Limitless Week. I just want to make sure you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. We are good to go. Guys, let's dig into this. So, our Limitless Week agenda. We kind of went out of order here, but you guys are watching this video. Today is Tuesday, so we're going to be focusing on business operations best practices. So we're just going to be giving, I'm going to be giving you guys all of like what I know in this video. All I know and the best practices I use for my businesses, and it will help you with your businesses. So go ahead and take a look here. We have business operations for real estate, investors, and professionals. But if you're a general business owner, this is for you as well. So let's go down with it. I got a lot of things on here I want to cover with you guys. So I'm going to just go ahead and start it. When you guys are thinking about starting a business, or if you are in business, you need these fundamental things inside of your operations. First and foremost, the number one thing you have to do is decommingle your funds. You cannot have your personal funds and your business funds in the same account. You have to separate the two. This is called commingle. Like when you commingle your funds, it's actually illegal to commingle your personal and business funds together. So the first step you want to do when having a business, you want to separate and start a business checking account. So in order to start a business checking account, is really simple. All you really need to do is register with your state that you live in and register with the federal government. So registering with the federal government, we use a nifty thing called an EIN number. So an employer identification number that you will create. So it's like creating a social security number, but for your business. You're creating an entity with a social, if you will. But this social is called a EIN number. So you'll get this from the IRS, and then you'll go to your state and you'll go ahead and file and register your business with your state, and you'll receive an article of organization. Some states are different, they have different names for it, but you want the articles of organization. Some states require you to have a drafted operating agreement. You can get this drafted by a lawyer. We have a template at Dudley Accounting Services if you guys need us to draft an operating agreement for you. But your operating agreement tells anybody looking at your organization who is in your organization and how much of a stake they have in your company. So say if you're 50-50 or if you're 25-75, this is all stated in your operating agreement. Your operating agreement goes over a lot of details of where your business operates and just kind of your business procedures that are going to be essential for you to have in your records. So an operating agreement in detail will hash out all of that stuff for you. So another thing, when you guys are starting up, or if you guys have had businesses before and you guys don't keep good records, or you guys just all over the place, another advantage for you to start a business checking account is you get to build business credit. This business credit goes separately from your personal credit. At first, you can open up a couple business credit cards using your personal social security number. But once you grow and get away from that and your business starts to make money, the banks are going to see your business as an entity, as its own entity. And sometimes in a great case is this business will take off and make more money than you. So this business that you create will establish this line of credit with the banks, and the banks will be more likely to lend to the business rather than yourself, because they can see that this business is making money, this business is making money consistently, and they are guaranteed to get their money back if they give this business a loan or a car. If you can get a car on a business line of credit. You have so many different ways of using business credit nowadays, and that's available to you. So that's just briefly touching on what business credit does. But let's go ahead and move on to online savings account. And this is how I do it. Some other people have, some people might have different ways of how they manage their funds, but I keep a personal online savings account. So I use Barclays, like online savings. If I need to move money from my business account to my personal, or my personal account to my business, or if I need to move money from a personal account to personal, I can use this online savings account to do that. Because I know some of these banks don't favor you doing external transfers. Some of them don't allow external transfers and all that jazz. But one way I found that's feasible for me around this is opening up an online savings account, and I use Barclays to transfer funds in between accounts when I need to. So this is kind of how I manage, all of my money and move it around when I need to. The next thing we want to cover is tax classification. Sorry, I'm stumbling up my words. Super excited. But tax classification, a lot of people are stumbled on this stuff, so you really want to hire a professional when you are forming your organization or entity. You want to definitely figure out what type of entity, that is more aligned or more tailored to what you're doing. So a sole proprietor is just a simple way of just filing. I don't even think our state has the option to be a sole proprietor. They go straight into an LLC. But they do have options to be a sole proprietor in certain states. And then they have a limited liability company, an LLC, which is pretty much I would say the norm for people who starting out. They will start an LLC, and this is allowing you to put your business into an actual um, protected entity, if you will. So if you were to go and start an LLC and somebody were to slip and fall on your property, and your property is transferred into your LLC, they will only be able to get what is in that LLC. They're not able to come after your personal assets. Another vehicle that we oftentimes use in real estate is a limited liability partnership. Now, some states are a little bit weird and a little stringent about partnerships and forming them, so you have to read up on forming a limited liability partnership. Now, these entities, they issue a K1 and limited liability partnership, 1120 S, which is an S corp, and then that's a basic 1120, which is a C corp. All of these entities issue you a K1 during tax time. So your portion of expenses, your portion of income, it comes down to you as it through a K1. So you will only get a K1 from these entities. You'll get a K1 from these organizations, and that will be attached to your 1040 when you file taxes. So it's so many different vehicles that you can use when forming your business and operating your business, but definitely hire somebody to do this. It's worth. You can go on LegalZoom and do it by yourself, but I don't recommend doing that because you can screw something up, and you can screw your business up. You make all this money in it, and now you kind of go through a reformation process where you have to hire and dish out an extra $5,000 to restructure your organization. You don't want to do that, so do it right the first time. So next, we're going to go talking about the basics of managing your entity, right? So first and foremost, you want to have business insurance that's tailored to your business. So if you are going out to Miami Beach and you're renting out jet skis, right? You want to have business insurance that covers you, as a business owner, and also it covers your customers, because it's a high risk type of business. People can get hurt. People can have a high risk to sue you. So you want to get general business insurance that's tailored to your business and what you're doing. Now, next I think is paramount, and kind of what we do. Me being a real estate investor myself, I have a background in tax and accounting, and I use my financial literacy to help you get to where you're going. So the next thing that we really want to harp on is the financial reporting and analysis. Financial reporting and analysis is where you hire a CPA, an accountant, or a bookkeeper to help you maintain your records. So these people will help you maintain your profit and loss statement, your balance sheet, statement of cash flows. You have other financial statements that you will need to file taxes in a timely manner, right? And then also, if you wanted to do any analysis or any planning, and look back and see where your cash is going, and move some of your cash, or move some of your cash into a certain account, or if you want to invest in a certain business, or another activity. You want to see where is your financial position? Where is my business right now? Is it feasible for me to invest in something else, or should I stay put and focus on X, Y, and Z? Right. So it gives you a snapshot of just where you're at in business. Your balance sheet does, and then your profit and loss statement is what's slapped on your Schedule C when you file your taxes, or if you're doing 1120S or 1120, this profit and loss statement is what you're going to use to file your taxes. And this is how you get all the write-offs. People were like super mad at Donald Trump for not paying taxes. It's because he hired somebody that was really smart and that can get him all of these deductions, right? So you want to have a good CPA, accountant, or bookkeeper in your corner when you are running your business. Next, we're going to talk about receipt management. Now, people use different things of, taking pictures of receipts or keeping them in a shoebox, but I don't suggest you keep them in a shoebox. What I do myself and what I tell our clients is take a picture of your receipt and use a free Google Drive. I'll go out to eat and have a client meeting, and after the client meeting, I'll write on the receipt who I met with, what we talked about, and I'll take a picture of that receipt and I'll upload it to my Google Drive, which is labeled Receipts 2022. And I'll leave it there and forget about it. Just in case if you get audited, you'll have somewhere where you kept your receipts. And it's up to the auditors to go through all those receipts and figure out what's what. You just are required to keep those receipts on file somewhere. And that's just a method I use. It's a free method to upload it to your Google Drive and forget about it. Now, another thing that financial reporting and analysis allows you to do is make quarterly estimated payments. This is where each quarter you look at your sum of revenue and see if, okay, how much do I have to pay for it? When you have a business, you don't necessarily have like a 9-to-5 job. You don't have an employer to take a percentage out of each paycheck for you and put it aside for federal withholdings. With you being a business owner, you have to kind of do this yourself and monitor your income, and then you have to pay a certain percentage to the IRS beforehand. So you'll take one quarter sales revenue, and then you'll take a percentage of that, and you'll go ahead and pay a quarterly estimated payment. And towards the end of the year, when you go to file your taxes, you'll get that money back in a refund. If that money that you set aside and paid in advance for your quarterly estimated payments, if that money in itself covers your tax liability, you are more likely to get a refund back. And lastly is what you want to be mindful of, and I think this is only relevant to product-based businesses if you're selling products or goods, is the sales tax remittance. So sales tax remittance is where you collect the sales tax from your customers. And so if you sell a pen to a customer for $1, you'll receive the revenue from that, but they pay a sales tax according to your state. So each state has their different sales tax rates that you want to be mindful of. Some states like Florida don't necessarily have like a stringent like sales tax method. So some states are more favorable than others. I'm not going to dig too deep in that. You guys can definitely look it up, or you can hire us on and look that up for you. But monthly sales tax remittance is where you take your sales tax that you collected by selling your products and you remit that to your state. And then once you file your taxes, you should be all trued up, if you will, on your sales tax. So these are just a couple things that you guys should be mindful of when operating your business. It's a little bit more in depth and detail and kind of tailored to your business and what you have going on. But it's definitely the best thing I would say that I've done, since I've started in business and started my own LLCs, have my own business checking account. I rarely, and I can be honest with you, I rarely use my personal card when I go out. Anything that's ordinary and necessary for you to operate your business is a write-off, and you can swipe that good old card and get a write-off for it. So this is just been a little brief overview of managing your business 101. I hope you guys enjoy this year. I am going to be a tenacious badass. So if you see me in your personal messages or in your inbox, I'm not selling you anything. I just want to form a relationship with you and see if we are aligned in this life. So let me go ahead and show you guys my website. So go ahead and check out my website here at dudleyaccountingservices.com. Pull it up for you guys. This is my website at Dudley Accounting Services. You can go ahead and book a free 10 to 15 minute consultation with us. And during this time, we have a brief discovery call to see if we can actually add value to what you got going on, right? We want to add value. We want to service those people who are limitless, tenacious, badasses who will stop at for building for wealth for themselves and their family. We specialize in tax accounting for short-term rentals and anybody anywhere owning rental properties that we specialize in. We do a lot of our work with QuickBooks cleanups with real estate professionals and real estate investors who don't have books in order. So we have QuickBooks Pro advisors on our team that helps you get organized and file your taxes in a timely manner. And then we have a tax plan. Now that's the golden nugget, right? A lot of people want a comprehensive plan or roadmap, if you will, that's tailored to your business that will save you the most tax dollars. And then we also have fundability. If you guys are a startup or if you guys are an existing business, we have an assistance program to help you get your business funded and receive SBA grants and loans. And we help you fill out the application, and we also help you draft your financial statements, which is what you'll need to be funded. And then lastly, we have Stage Your Space Today. We partner with Day and Night Designs. They are an interior design company we use to stage our Airbnbs on the market, and they do a terrific job. So definitely go ahead and get on our website at dudleyaccountingservices.com and go ahead and pull out your phone, guys. You guys see my nifty QR code up here. It's not there. There. See, I'm reading his best ever apartment syndication book. But you can go ahead and get to it. You can go ahead and pull out your phone and scan that right now, and that will shoot you directly to our website. That's all I got for you guys this week. Remain unstoppable, you tenacious badass. I'll see you next week. Peace.